Sanctuary guided me how to take him to hospital. Because of violence, he could be mentally disturbed. So we want to check him on that part. Sanctuary guided me how do I get the ambulance service and all this. He was taken to a government hospital. He was monitored there, and the doctor confirmed he's mentally all right. And then then I suggested to him to bring him to Sanctuary because he really needs help. Somehow he agreed, because 2 days in the government hospital was hell for him, because he's not allowed to smoke, he can't come out, no mobile, and all the restriction, he can't take it. He says, as long as I can go somewhere else better than this place, I'm willing to do anything. So immediately after the discharge, I drove him here and came here. He was giving a little tough time. He was setting his conditions and all this, but I should thank Sanctuary that they have somehow accommodated to all, I would say, the important needs, important of his wants, you know, and got that sorted out, and he was staying here. Then for the first 10 days, I did not hear from him. On the 10th day, when he called me at home, I was very surprised. In fact, I was in tears. I never heard him call me Amma for many years. And the tone Amma was really touched my heart. His Amma is a shout, is yell. And the first time I hear the word Amma from him, my heart melted. And the second word was, how are you? I totally forgotten that he still remembers the word. I was basically speechless, and I don't know what to ask him. The only thing I say, I'm fine, Da. How are you doing? You had your dinner? He said, yeah, I'm fine. I say, how are you? He said, I'm good. I'm very happy here. And he just briefly told me some things. What are the programs and what are the things that they are guiding him? How is he coping with the program? I was very glad. And he says he was given the mobile until 11 o'clock. We chatted, say, about 15 minutes, very short time. But the 10th day of his stay, I could see the changes. The 10th day, I could see the changes. Not so much of his behavior, his tone alone, I know that there is a change. There is a change. I never heard him asking me, how are you? I don't know how many years. And after that, few days later, I never call him during his stay here. I just leave him here because I had a lot of trust in Sanctuary, because in 10 days, I could see the changes. I told myself, I'll leave it to Sanctuary to handle him. And I know that he will call me. True enough, he called me again. And he spoke to me and he says, whatever problem he had here, how he handled it, how they taught him to do things. He was very happy. He's involved in a lot of activity, and everything he told me, I was very happy. And I know he's in the safe hand. He's in the good hand. Finally, I managed to find this place and send him to the right place. The very important is he sits in the right hand. And I have no worries. I have no worries at all. And every night I get peaceful sleep. I go to work very happy. I go home happily. I go home. I have lost the happiness to go home after work, especially. I totally forgot that I have a home. It's only a house. To me, I'm going to my house. It's not I'm going home. After my son was sent to Sanctuary, my word is I'm going home, because I know home is a place where you want to go back. It's not a house, it's a home that you're looking forward to go back. Very happy to go home. And today I'm very happy to take my son back home. First thing what I told myself was, since he's in a good hand, I need to attend the workshop. That is where when I was called for the workshop, I told myself, I may have gone somewhere wrong, which I don't know. After all, we are all human beings. We can make mistakes. Maybe the way I handled him, the way I attended to his problem, I may be wrong. I don't know. I'm not an expert in this area. I should go and listen and see where I went wrong to correct myself. I should give myself an opportunity to correct myself. And when I went there, I find, though I couldn't attend a full day workshop, attended half day, I find that was very useful. And from what I heard from my son, the program was useful. He used it whenever basically my son has got anger problem. That was the number one. That is where whenever he gets a heated argument into me, he goes back to the drugs. So drug is second. First is the primary problem is the anger. Yeah, anger management is a primary problem, but that doesn't mean he's only staying to that. He goes beyond that. So the program that the sanctuary taught him, he started to apply it, and he can calm himself down. And he says, I find that useful. There was once when we were chatting on WhatsApp, he put a remark. I know he was upset about something, and when I questioned him back, he's already offline. So the next day when he came back online, he said, no, not next day, a few minutes later when he came back online, he told me, yeah, I was upset, but I'm okay now. So I know, I say, are you sure? He said, yeah, the program that they taught, I used that to tackle my own issues. So I know it is benefited him a lot. And I also will highly recommend this place to anybody, because I could see the changes in him in 10 days. In 10 days, I could see the tone alone change. I could feel it. I could feel it over the phone. And I will definitely recommend this place to anybody who needs help, because it will never go wrong. It will never go wrong. And the counselor keep me posted on his progress. Any time of the day when I call, they help me. It's a great place. I would say this is a place where they should come if they need help. Like what we have planned earlier, he should finish his study. We stopped it because my financial problem, and he is not serious into education. He absent, and then he has to reseat. His 1-year program is, he only attended class, I think first quarter. His 1 year is over. So I spend a lot of money on that. So our plan is he will somehow go back and finish his study. That's when he is ready. I don't want to push him now. I told him, you take a break first, do what you want to do, sleep, enjoy yourself at home, make yourself comfortable, take your time, do one thing at a time. And I also hear the word one thing at a time from him. He's a very pushy kind of person. He wants it, he means he wants it. Now means now. He doesn't know how to take one thing at a time, one step at a time, and he doesn't look at the consequences when you rush to do things. He can't think far. Now I realize that he can put things on hold and think it over and make a wise decision. And that is a very big improvement. That is a very big improvement, because we can't make decisions just at the snap of the finger. Sometimes we have to think about it, the consequences, everything. So I can see that in him now, and that's a plan. And of course, I also want to attend any workshop if I'm given the opportunity to attend any workshop for my son on anger management, especially because if he can control his anger, I am very sure he will never go to the drugs. Because he's unable to control his anger, he fall back to the drugs because he doesn't know where to take it out. By taking the drugs, he goes to sleep. So he thinks that's how he solves his problem. Actually, he is not. So if he can control his anger, everything is solved. So I'm also looking forward for all those workshops. If Sanctuary can offer him, I would definitely take all the trouble to make him attend those workshops. When I see him today, this is the same feeling I had when I delivered him. Because my first child is a girl, the second one, I didn't want to know the sex of the baby. The father wanted to know this. I told the doctor, you can tell the father, but I don't want to know. I want the surprise. So when I saw it's a boy, obviously it's a couple. You know, I had a girl, I had a boy. The joy in me, even if it's a girl, it's my child, it's fine. But after that, I told myself, I'm not going to have any more because of my age. So it was a gift, a boy. So that joy I had that time is the same joy I had today to see my son so clean. He's like a pure newborn. I am very glad. In fact, when I hugged him, I had the same feeling. Now I carry him when he was out from my stomach. Very, very happy to see him today.